Let us continue. I need to speak to Otto.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Of course.
I will.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One
Are you
can
gonna
often be
tell
led
me?
astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The Kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalist betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of
That's a lot
one
of
man.
words to say that you don't know
King
something.
Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental.
Okay. I'm bored of you now. Let's go do some more busy work.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No.
And with good reason, children. There shall be no lessons today.
All right, brilliant.
Finally.
It has.
Thank you, Clive.
Hippocrates. I need to know what he...
Alas. No. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact.
But I saw him.
Alas, it seemed. To others, he reveals naught.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, but until I do...
Thank you.
Sorry I'm skipping through the dialogue, it's just like, this is starting to get really boring. This kind of gameplay is starting to grate on me now.
Thanks to Sid.
Well, someone...
Nothing escapes you. It's true.
Good.
I'm just like reading it. It's like, it's an interesting plot, it's just told in the slowest and most boring possible way.
Blackthorn.
What is it?
I wanted to tell you.
During you.
I'll try to live up. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
See, I mean, that was like really important, right? All of that dialogue, it was absolutely integral to the plot that we heard all of that.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
I get it, it's character building, right? But it's like, seriously, why... why did I need to do any of that?
You barely sat down since you came home.
Just spreading the word.
So, the professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No.
Ah, but I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tong down in that workshop.
Very well.
Ah.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Mid hasn't been
How do I get down to there again? I forget. Hello, I forget what your role in the plot is.
All right, Clive?
I'm going to visit Sid.
Sorry, I've got to get this.
He's busy. Oh, please don't tell me I've got to do more shit just to fucking get her to come to see.
Me and my dad did where I'm bit. Oh, good.
I won't get angry, it's just this is starting to get... The sheer fucking level of busy work this game gets you to do! It's like they know how to make a good game because there's good parts to it. They just keep forgetting. It's too much. It's too much in between the interesting stuff.
Blackthorn,
Hell with it.
it's for me.
This my last shot. Go on then.
She said you would.
Kriegest. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, and I'll need help. Get Gav and Otto in here, will ya?
Yeah, we're basically doing side quests again.
You going after the stuff? Which one?
I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care about any of this. God, that was more side quests too.
Take a sniff, good sir. You'll need one.
I'll see what I can do.
Where am I going? I'm going down there, so this is taking me away from where I need to be. Style down there, so let's do that first. Like, don't get me wrong, I complain a lot about this, I know, but it's like... When this game is good, so far, it's like some of the best stuff that you can get in a Final Fantasy game. And then this kind of stuff is the worst a Final Fantasy game has ever been. It feels like I'm playing a very bad MMO. Like, the kind of MMO that you just bounce off of almost straight away. Because all the good stuff is just so few and far between. Are you the baker's assistant? You better be. Yes, I will be skipping the cutscenes in the side quests because they're all just fucking terrible. Focus on your way. It doesn't matter. I don't care.
Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
Where am I going now? Back again? Back again.
The most fragrant herbs and spice.
So, taking the story fluff out of it, That quest basically involved me fast traveling to a location, talking to a person, and then fast traveling back. That's it. That's the quest. It's like, that's terrible. That's awful design. It's just boring quest design, isn't it? It's pointless. I don't even know why I'm doing it. Like, it's all optional stuff, I know. It's just a complex that I have.
Looks like I found the river.
But I have to do it, because it's there.
Now, where's Otto?
It wouldn't be as bad if it wasn't every quest that is essentially this.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, Clive. I had a quick scout about, and I reckon this area's our best bet. Seems Blackthorn's the only one who thinks it's just lying here.
But unlike any old fool,
Well spotted.
so this is stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
From what I remember, like, a lot of the Final Fantasy games are structured in a really similar way to this. It's just the gameplay in between the heavy story segments. It's not this. Like, it's mostly combat in the other ones, you know? Like, take Final Fantasy 12, for example. That has some long-ass cutscenes, like some really, really long cutscenes. But the gameplay that takes place in between those cutscenes, it's all essentially combat. But it's engaging combat. And yeah, it can get a bit repetitive here and there, but for the most part it's engaging combat, and you're leveling up and you're getting new equipment and things like that. I'm walking around aimlessly waiting for a quest marker to pop up so I can go up and press X. And that's it. That's that's the quest. And it seems there's more stuff like this in the game than there is engaging with the combat. The most engaging the combat's been is when I'm doing the hunts and things like that. Or, you know, like the set piece battles near the end of every chapter that lead into the bosses. That's when the game's at its best. I wish they were leaning into that more. Because this is just slog.
How much did you get?
Enough.
More than me. Put it all together. Here, Clive.
I really don't.
Sid would be proud.
Of what?
We collected some sand.
You idiot. The way
He'd
you
be so
carried on
proud.
what he started. When we first met, I had you down as a spoiled little puppy. 5 years on, so thanks for proving me wrong.
You weren't wrong, but I changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. And if you hadn't, I couldn't have done any of this without you.
No, give over. All I did was choose hope over despair. You took a rabble of homeless, hopeless outcasts, just like the others.
I know. I saw. I know what the plot is. You don't have to keep repeating it over and over again.
About time all this scrabbling about.
I'll see you back at the hideaway then.
Oh, but I'll make sure Blackthorn gets...
Right.
You know, for the leader of a resistance group, I sure have to do a lot of frickin' busy work, don't I? What are you? Do I really want to do you? No, not particularly. We'll come back to that.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
Yeah, I sure hope so.
Blackthorn.
Yeah. Cheers for the stardust.
Nice to get out and about. Let's do it again sometime.
I'll make a start on putting this. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on...
Thank you, Blackthorn.
Suppose we'd better be getting...
Give us a shout if you need...
Like, someone please tell me what the point of all that was. Like, what was the need? What was the need for the game to derail itself like that?
The crystal too? You're joking.
It's no joke.
I guess it's because they needed to establish that Mid is making something, but I feel like they could have just told me that. About 15 minutes of derailment, maybe? No, maybe I'm just grumpy, I don't know. How do I get back to there? This way.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
Troops amassing at every border crossing? That sounds more interesting than running around collecting sand. I think the main thing is that this all feels like rejected Final Fantasy XIV content.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn...
Excellent.
So,
The helm I've got for this will be...
salvage from the...
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oh.
Fuck me! This is so fucking boring!
But when can I go on a special errand for myself?
The crystals we get from the table.
We had to dig a new cellar.
Of course. Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd like to
Oh,
find out if this is just
what
a-
groundbreaking gameplay to make a change! Let's mix it up a bit. Let's talk to 3 different people.
They're equipped.
It's all but spent.
I don't think I've ever been this bored playing a Final Fantasy game before. Like, ever.
Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
Bark! Oh, he didn't even bark. Even Torgal's bored. I think the damning thing is, since the last episode before this one, I've taken like almost a 2-week break. Or like a 5... I'd say like an 8-day break I've taken from it. Because I was getting really bored.
The hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
What's he doing all over there? Why are you doing all over there, friend? Run all the way over there and fight some enemies that are so undertuned they might as well not be there. So even when it's not making you press X on things, it's still completely unengaging.
Are they planning an attack? Lost Wing.
Let's go do this while we're here.
Quentin.
I think so far, like outside of repeating myself over and over and saying that the boss fights are the best thing, because they are, I think apart from that, so far the best thing that I've enjoyed on this game is the hunts, I think.
Thanks,
The hunts are pretty good. Like, the boss fights still make it worth it. That's what's keeping me going right now. Knowing that the game's going to get good again. I'm hoping this is just kind of like the midpoint slog that games tend to have.
Ruins are just over there.
Of course.
I don't really have a choice, so... What creature?
Anybody home?
Oh, just you.
This must be your run.
Nice try.
It's over.
Sorry, I'm not saying much. It's just there's there's nothing to say, is there? You can see what's going on. This game has reached the AAA point of
Things I do.
the AAA point of the gameplay has run out of steam, but the game's going to keep going for another 40 hours. Let's just skip until it gets interesting again. Maybe when we go visit Sid, it'll pick up again. 30 minutes and nothing's happened yet.
Good day to you.
The crystals we get from the temple.
Hello, I need
What can I interest
potions.
you in today?
That's a strong weapon. Anyway.
I hope it's to your liking. I trust it's all here. I hope it's to your liking.
Something, whatever happened in the forest, I forgot already. What was I saving up for, ability-wise? I don't remember. Was I going to upgrade that? I don't think I was I? Was that what I was going to upgrade? I think I was going to get that and put that there. It's like a heal. That's what I'm doing now anyway. 4,000? Okay.
I'm not going to change his mind.
Probably not, from whatever it was he needed his mind changed about. Let's go start the plot now, maybe.
We're seeing troops amassing at every point.
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Alright, what are we doing? So we got the helm.
And just
Right. Right.
how so?
Jesus
The plating's enough to
Christ.
stop the engines going pop. Which can you...
You are dragging this game down, lady. Every time you're on screen, it's like the worst part of the game. It's the right way, it is. This is the last bit, right? Ooh, I've unlocked a new thingy.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
2 meteorites, hooray! I've got like 700 of those, I think. High
Hasn't been
Cleric's
delivered
Medallion.
yet, I'm afraid. Come again. I may have more for you.
Do I have any new stuff that I can craft at least?
Back, are ya? What's that for you, dear?
Answer +1. Okay.
No scratches, all right? My best work, but it'll do.
Thanks to Sid, the man.
Hippocrates.
For you.
Well, actually, could you take a look at...
Shielding for a mithril? What are these notes around the edge?
She's making an engine and she's gonna make the airship fly.
I wondered if you might
Just
know
get to the fucking point, it's obvious.
Perhaps it is...
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home, and yet we
have, but Bardolph must varnish every board twice over. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak before the dragoon.
So if we could...
It might be applied to some material or other. I shall speak to them, and if you would be so kind as to the knowledge of the past...
Thank you, Hobok. And since you're asking others...
How dare you bring up dragoons in this part of the game?
So you need a hand?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients.
The other can
we count on your...
Always.
Well...
Thank you.
I am sure.
Oh my God, I can speak to you again?
So, Clyde, who...
Jill, obviously.
Very well. So,
Is that... You'd...
You too, Tut.
This is fucking horrible. I feel like I'm wasting so much of my time.
Now, where's Jill?
There's two.
It's better be worth it in the end.
Welcome.
Better be fucking worth it. It's better have like some excellent payoff once this is all well said and done.
I'm sure everything... Why don't we split...
All right.
How about... I'll find the other...
Like, Final Fantasy games always have downtime like this. That's not really what I'm complaining about.
What can I interest you in today?
It's the stuff that's happening in the downtime, I think, that's getting to me.
Yes.
Pepio nuts! Or the lack thereof, stuff that's happening in the downtime. Like Final Fantasy VII Remake. That builds up to like this really excellent point just before you meet Aerith again. Like in the church. And then it's lots and lots of quiet time. But it's also moving the plot along during that quiet time. Do you get what I mean? There's a lot of character interaction between
Let's see how Jill's getting
Cloud and Aerith. Stuff's happening in the background. You're learning about Aerith. You're learning the kind of person she is. I just bought some garlic. Hooray!
You did.
It's just not good quest design.
Garlic and pepper? Now all that remains is for Hippocrates. But before we head...
It's repetitive as well. I think that's what's bugging me. Look at Torgal.
Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. Just being here. Do you remember walking?
I could remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages. He'd go racing away and we wouldn't catch you now, would we?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself, or...?
There was, yeah. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that thought you might like to share one.
I would.
And I big white cobs like the baker back in... What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it...
You're...
Sorry. It's just...
Their relationship's sweet, though.
Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
Yes. I'm suffering so you can enjoy this.
This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
One of you is so gonna die.
Thank you, Clive.
And it's gonna be sad, actually. Because I do actually like the characters. As boring as this part of the game is, I still like the characters. I'm still invested. Except for Mid. I don't like Mid because she's ruined the game for me.
Well, I need to give these ingredients. I'll see you at the hideout.
Take care.
I will.
Okay, bye! Any side quests? No. Good. Keep it that way. I can't believe it's been 41 minutes and nothing really does move the plot along at all.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Like, you could cut all this stuff out, surely, and nothing will change in the plot at all.
How's work?
Well, then I was just explaining to Taya, and now that we have all...
You can count on me.
What about the shielding? Its
work is underway.
Apparently.
Thank you.
Right then. Jill, of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you.
She's so thirsty.
Our work here is almost a shame. When both the shielding and the moon dew...
You didn't do anything. You just sat there reading. That's all you ever do. It's like no different to what you normally do. Hooray, I leveled up, I think.
Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
God forbid she does any of this shit herself.
We're seeing troops amassing at every corner.
I'm sure this game, like, I'm complaining now, but I'm sure the game will pick up again soon. It very much feels like the midpoint of a big RPG.
Sorry
They're
to
never
keep
really
you
that
waiting,
interesting, are they?
But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway. In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance is supervising the
Brilliant!
Oh, thank me.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt to the black.
Yeah, I'm just the errand boy that leads the whole... leads the whole organization.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shit.
Displacement stack.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. Let's take this out, Mid. You get all the parts lined up on...
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest salmon you can find.
Isn't that funny? I think he was being serious. I don't think he was joking. Sometime later. That it? All that for that?
finished.
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clyde. That's one down and just...
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines and will be...
You don't mean...
Now they've got a finished one to work off.
See, even the story knows how shit that was. That pisses me off.
Luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Even the story recognizes how shit and pointless that all was.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over, searching for a land untouched by the Blight. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap... That's what she was meant to be. You see, but now she's so close to being finished. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us. I want people to sail in a... All right.
Hey, I don't give a fuck what you want. Just shut the fuck up. Oh my god, shut up. You're ruining this game for me. When are we gonna go see Sid? That was like the whole fucking point I went to talk to her in the first fucking place. Oh, Jesus Christ, there's 3 of them. Yep. Sure. Okay. Oh god, this is horrible. This is the fucking worst. I hate this right now. This whole episode is just gonna be like nothing, isn't it? It's gonna be like a totally nothing episode, where not a single fucking thing has happened. Oh my god. I don't care! I don't fucking care! About him being angry or upset. Just... Oh!
What could be wrong with Torgor?
Torgor? I care about Torgor.
I've seen well enough when I last saw him.
It's like it wants me to be invested in these characters that don't really count as characters. Like, I have no emotional investment in half of the cast of this game. I'm invested in Clive's story, I'm invested in Torgor, and Jill, and Sid, and like those guys, but I don't give a shit about the fucking vendors. It hasn't put in the work for that.
Really? This one. I just wanted to ask how you might still be doubting your craft. Perhaps sharing a thought?
That part still, you got a king. And that was sword.
I'm still sad, etc.
You think something?
So you can read, but I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he wants something like him. We've not been working him to...
No harder than you.
Hello, Torgor.
What was it you said he was?
That's what the laws must see.
Then maybe this all has something...
I suppose things happen different. Perhaps Hippocrates...
Instead of every...
Well, let's get to the fucking end result. I need to slay elder antelopes. Okay. Okay. I really don't care about the blacksmith quest, like, skip this shit.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
You're on a ship, you stupid morons.
That's why I'm...
Don't care! I don't fucking care! What's over there? Weird science! More bullshit! More bullshit from mid! Don't care.
I imagine time.
Don't care. Is that everything? Need to hunt the Bomb King. Oh, it was a hunt. See, I can do hunts. Hunts are fun because they're like actually engaging gameplay. You actually have to like use the combat system and play a video game. Yeah, this episode's a write-off, I think. It's just going to be like this until the end. Do you know about any bomb sightings? In Sambrek, the Croc. Near 10 times the size of the one depicted therein. Near a fallen airship. Let's do it! Sandbrek. What is it, like the Croc or something in Sandbrek? The Croc, Sambrek. Okay. Is this Sambrek? That is Sambrek. The Croc. Where's that at? There's a bit there, the Imperial Chase. I haven't been down yet. There's a decent amount of stuff here that I haven't explored yet, so let's go explore that first, because I don't see anywhere called the Croc. Hooray! Actual gameplay! It's not just involving... Not just involving talking to people or picking sand. I gotta find a thingy. I'm gonna head to... Because that looks like a path, so... Onwards, Ambrosia! I hate being this negative about games. Especially a Final Fantasy game, like, you know what this series means to me. And I hate being this negative about it, but it's just... This is how I feel right now about it, so... Are you the Croc? The Imperial Chase. Oh, Heaven Hell. Heaven Hall, sorry. I'm gonna head like... Oh, there's the Croc. There it is. It looked a bit arena-y to me, so I was gonna head there anyway. That was a good guess, though. I was worried there. I thought I'd end up, like, getting lost or something again.
Back to the stables, girl.
I ran too far. I have run too far. This is Heaven Hall. I have no business here right now.
Come on. Run like the wind.
I don't see a downed airship
No
though.
need to ride from here.
See a bomb though. There he is. Looks silly. Bomb King! Let's get him!
Look what we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty.
You got a little crown. That's great. Ooh, 3 boys. Oh, you can't stagger him? That's interesting. He doesn't have a stagger meter. You're not so tough. Stop exploding! Oh, that's kind of your thing, but stop it. Got him! Anyway, that's enough fun for one day. back to the boring side quests, I guess. I got a bomb ember. Nice.
Your reign is over. No.
Is that it? Oh, 3 of them.
Let's see if there's any more.
Because of course there has to be 3 of them in the same area. That's fine though. That's not as annoying. Right, North Reach. Let's go. I need to go to the Vale. To give some prostitutes some rubies or whatever.
There's talk that the glass gate
I got a badge. You can't bother me.
Citizens are free to come and go as they please.
Did you hear? The gates to heaven.
I want to see you.
Someone's breached the gates to heaven, Hall.
What am I going to do without sweet water and oil of talc?
Hi, Tia, take this. Bye. Where's Martha? Oh no, it's like a giant quest. A giant world-spanning quest to give some prostitutes some gems. This one? Martha's at Martha's Rest, that makes sense. Oh, Martha, she's not a prostitute. I remember. Martha's not a prostitute, that's fine.
Clive?
I'm not staying. I'm just here to give you this ruby and then skipping your cutscene and then I'm leaving.
Go will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
Wait, is he dying? That's a bit dark. Ooh, it's a hunt. Oh, it's Atlas, yeah, I remember. I'd say, ooh, there's a hunt there. Yeah, that guy, like, completely destroyed me, didn't he? I remember. Let's go, Ambrose, yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Almost there.
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place.
I wish I was a giant antelope. Bet they don't have to deal with this shit.
I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
This is a lot of antelopes to feed him. You're so greedy, Torgal. Look at all these antelopes.
You're finished.
Is that all of the antelopes? And it's not even the fact that it's a grind that's bugging me. I'm struggling to put my finger on specifically why this is annoying me, to be honest, because again, I've played a Final Fantasy game before. There's a certain tolerance you have to have towards grinding to be able to do this. Especially like when we get to Final Fantasy X, oh, like that's going to be like a 100-hour long playthrough and 50 hours of it's just going to be me grinding, I think. Especially if I want to get like if I want to do everything, like all the super bosses and stuff. So it's not really that either. I don't know what it is specifically. I need to have a think about it. It might just be that I'm in a bad mood today, and I kind of played the game wanting to like be impressed and have like lots of kinetic stuff going on and, you know, experience more of the story. It's kind of what I wanted, and then now I'm stuck doing busy work. It might just be that, coupled with you being in a bit of a bad mood today.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off some.
I fed him shitloads of antelope. So much. It's an absolute massacre. Torgal was very satisfied, being the bloodthirsty boy that he is.
So, that'll teach me for treating. All right, now we know what you're after. I can.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later.
Oh, it's just a femurs. I was gonna say, what? You got a whole antelope in your pocket?
You can, aye. In return,
I was just on my way.
Thank God that Tomes taught us we need to feed the dog. Thank you for teaching me to feed my dog. Bye. I should probably look at what these things I'm collecting actually do, shouldn't I? Cavalli's Fang! Stronger Torgal might be useful if you actually remember to use him, but I don't. Oh, I missed the quest! I need to find Ignac in Damil.
Told me she was building a
Dally-Mill. I forgot about that bit. Shut up, goat! I don't care. There's more? Oh. Karen? What didn't you give it to Karen for? Okay. I forgot my blacksmith is upset or whatever about some bullshit.
Lady Goat tells me you... Would you prefer the death?
What that?
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what...
Speaking of which,
Oh! Right away.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit...
I knew so little about...
most people...
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
So why is this character building tied to some random-ass side quest?
Before he died. 20-something.
This is the problem, there's stuff hidden behind them, so you have to do them.
I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... I forget where. But having nothing better to do on the long nights, we set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that, on account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him, forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth. He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me, just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction, and I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Imagine if every side quest had like a story payoff like that. All of my complaints would be fine and gone and fine. And the game would be better for it. Because yeah, it was a bit pointless busy work for the actual content of the quest, but at least the payoff was okay. You got to experience some plot, some character development. You got to learn a bit about Otto. You know, like a story. Now just imagine if every side quest was like that. And don't tell me they can't be, because if you genuinely believe that, it's because you haven't played The Witcher 3.
Alright there, Sid?
Alright there!
For the bomb ash going.
It's fine. I'm gonna skip your cutscene though. Oh, so you can't turn around and tell me that... Well, you're not getting the payoff because you're skipping all the cutscenes. It's like you can kind of tell when they're going to be interesting or not. Because it's not going to involve side characters whose name you don't know. Ooh. Consumable inventory capacity. That'll come in handy. It won't involve characters whose name you don't know, for a start. Hooray! One more thing to do, which is you at Dalamil.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
They're saying Drake's Fang is gone. The whole Mother Crystal gone. What are we gonna do?
God, he could be freaking anywhere.
Calm yourself.
No, it's gone. It's definitely gone. It's definitely in here, right? Has to be. Yeah, the Drake's Fang's gone. I wrecked it. Absolutely obliterated it. It was quite good.
My reputation will be ruined. Ruined!
Ruined! Just tell me what to do. Where am I going? All the way over there? Okay. Onwards! Let's go, Ambrosia! Let's go! Oh.
All right.
This way! Oh, she didn't like that. Not a fan. You there, bandits! Prepare to die!
Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off.
Toggle's absolutely wrecking those guys. Come on, I can do this. It's all good practice. Ow! Oh. It's a bit later than when I'm pressing it. Like now. There you go. I killed a human being. So smart. Yeah, I don't care. Maybe I should have cared. No, I don't. We going back to the blacksmith now? I got a whetstone. We are! Hooray! Blackthorn's his name. I'm so invested in him I don't even remember his name half the time. A new missive has been delivered to my chambers. I'll get right on that. I also need to restock on potions because I got extra inventory space now.
Or pleasure? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here.
These strength tonics that I never remember to use. I should definitely start using those more.
Sorry for but hopefully
you learned something about.
I did better.
I got the whetstone for whatever it was that you were trying to get me to do. Okay, bye! You're gonna make me a badass sword now? Excalibur? Okay. Okay. I bet I can't make that yet. That sounds very endgamey, doesn't it? This is an Ultima weapon in the game. Yo, make me Excalibur! I want it now.
What's that for you, dear?
Oh, you can make me now. It's not actually that much better than what I've already got. Still, it's Excalibur.
If I do say so myself. That it? Fine.
Looks cool. I like it. Right. Story. Let's go. Oh wait, no, we got a missive, don't we?
It's no joke.
Will we actually get some story in this episode? Who knows? Okay, cool. Thank you. Oh, actually, that's all of my gaming time for today taken up.
She was building a ship.
So that's frustrating, isn't it? I just noticed the time.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Well, at least next time.
A generous lot.
Well, hopefully next time we will actually be able to move the plot on a little bit. Unless Mid's going to ruin it for us some more. That was very fillery, wasn't it, all of that? What do you do? Healing potency of high potions by 25%. Anyway, I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye bye!